Hey there, Aries. Welcome back. Thought I'd jump up here and see what is going on in your energy. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Aries. Please and thank you. Remember that this is a general reading, guys, so do take what resonates with you. Leave the rest for somebody else. Aries, it does look like you have somebody around you who's very fake and two-faced. I'm hearing you were supposed to be a blessing for this person. You were supposed to be... You were supposed to give to this person, or you were supposed to like be a blessing to this person, give to them, give them direction in their life. You were supposed to help them plan something, but instead this person completely pushed you away. Yeah, this person was like, no, I'm gonna do something by myself. You were supposed to be peace for this person, and this person is not taking it. It's like they have a blessing, you know, God's given them something, and they're like, no, I don't want that. I'm just gonna sit here and be by myself. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna sit here and do this all by myself. It's like this person is hurting themselves, and they're doing it to themselves. Okay, they literally are. They're doing it to themselves. And I feel like this is a past situation. You were supposed to be a blessing to this person. This person, for whatever reason, they don't want to get up and do anything for themselves. Okay, you were supposed to be able to come in and like motivate this person, give to this person, and it was supposed to be an equal give and take between the both of you. But for whatever reason, this person, no, they are their own worst enemy. That's what I'm hearing. And now I'm hearing, you know, they treated you they treated you like an option. Okay? They treated you like an option. They treated you like I don't know how to say the words, but they treated you as though, you know, like you were just background noise. Does that make sense? Background noise, like something that they could just take for granted. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. And this person just like totally messed up everything. You were supposed to like come in and help this person, and instead of taking it and accepting the gift, they ended up hurting you instead. You were going to put this person on the right track. And that's what's hilarious about it. You were going to put this person on the right track. You were the person who was going to make this person's life different and better and more exciting and more worth living, you know? And everything that this person was supposed to receive, they rejected. And I'm not saying that they rejected you. Like they said that they didn't want to be around you or they didn't want a relationship with you. No. But it's more of them just taking you as though you were being intrusive in their life. And you weren't. You were there to help them. You were there to guide them. You were there to bring happiness into their life. And they did not accept it. You were there to bring balance into their life and fairness into their life. And I think this person has never experienced that. So when you did that, when you showed them that side of yourself, it scared them. Because they've never had that before. And you You, it's, oh wow. So you were very nurturing to this person. You were caring to this person. And I don't want to say you were mothering this person. No, not mothering them, but nurturing them. This person is so used to chaos and dysfunction to the point where it's normal to them, and anything that is not chaotic and anything that's not dysfunctional feels weird to them. It feels odd to them, and it's really sad. Everything with this person is one way, and it's their attitude. And you know what? It's something that they were born with, it was something that they were raised in, where everybody is out for themselves. You know, even as a child, I think this person, it looks like this person grew up this way. Everybody was just out for themselves. It looks like this person was raised in an environment where, even, you know, when they were very young, they had to protect themselves and stand up for themselves, even against their own family. So when you grow up in a family like that, where everybody's out for themselves, it's like you just think the whole world is that way. You know, you just believe the whole world is that way. And then here you came in and so loving and motherly and showing them a total different world. It was like you were an alien to this person. You were just this odd alien, you know, little blue man. Yeah, this person, they totally messed up. And they ended up hurting you in the process. That's what I'm hearing. It's like everything that you were, they saw you as the opposite, because that was the only way that they were able to be around you, you know? They had to see you as the opposite of what you truly are. So in their eyes, they had to see you as a gold digger. They had to see you as somebody who was going to take advantage of them. They had to see you like an opponent, you know? And it's like they, in their mind, they had to see you this way, because otherwise then they couldn't be around you, because they're so used to this. They had to normalize you and see you in this way just to be able to be around you, because this whole thing of being a loving, caring person, a motherly type of person, a nurturer, that's something that this person believes is only on TV. It's not real. Moms don't act that way. Wives don't act that way. Husbands don't act that way. You know what I mean? They think that it is definitely something that is not real. It's on TV. It's not real, you know? It's make believe. It's not real, you know? So for them, they see you this way, and they have to see you this way because it's what's normal for them, which is so sad. It's so sad. You were supposed to heal this person. You were supposed to love this person, heal this person, guide this person, help them make a hard decision. There was a decision here that this person was supposed to make, and they didn't make it. They didn't go down that path. And it's like the more patient that you were with this person, the more impatient this person became, because it was so uncomfortable. And that's what I'm getting from this. Like, it was so uncomfortable for them to have somebody treat them that way. hmm So this person, I'm hearing they struggled. They have struggled so much. And the thing is that people who have this kind of, I want to say, pain inside of them, you know, it's like an animal that is getting cornered in a corner who's in pain. What do? They bite back. You know, and that's what this person did. This person has some issues like with their impulse. There's something going on with this person's impulse control. They don't have it. They don't have impulse control. So when they reacted, it was the most like, I'm seeing the most bare animalistic instincts. That was their instinct. It was so raw, you know, because they cannot take control over their behavior. I would say to the point where, like, yes, this person's in our society. Yes, this person is, lives among people. They mimic what they see around them. It gives me this kind of energy. Like they mimic the things that they see. They act normal. They look normal. They dress themselves. They groom themselves. They go to work. They pay their bills, right? They do all the things that society would expect them to do. But at the end of the day, they are really just running on instincts. And it's really sad. It really is. So this person has unresolved issues here. And because of that, it caused conflicts between you and them and trust issues. A lot of trust issues. I think this person caused a lot of tension between the two of you. And that's what prevented you and this person from being able to come together like you were supposed to be. The way that y'all were supposed to come together. But they lost out. And I don't even see here that this person has realized it yet. Because they're not even at that level yet where they can self evaluate in order for them to be able to see that. They haven't even gotten to that level yet. And at this point, they may never get to that point. It's like a map. This person needs a map to be able to figure it out. But the thing is that until this person is ready to accept that the way that they were raised was so wrong, because it's a painful process. It's a very painful process. And for them to get to that point where they can look at their childhood and be like, oh, wow, the way I was raised was really wrong. This is not how families should function. It's going to take a lot out of them and it's going to be a painful process. So I don't think this person is going to ever get there. And if they do, it's going to be a long time. It's sad. It really is. This person lost out on their happiness. It really is a sad situation. I'm also seeing that this person has lost their patience. They when you were around this person, and I know I'm talking about it like it's a past situation, but it could be a present situation or it could be a future situation, okay? So do keep that in mind. I think when you got around this person, you bit off way more than you can chew. Yeah, definitely. It wasn't a charity case, it really wasn't. I think you really genuinely wanted to connect with this person. You genuinely wanted to help this person. You genuinely wanted to be able to give to this person. And of course, vice versa. Get back from that person, of course. But, I feel like you had pure intentions toward this person. And you know what? Even though they haven't seen it and they don't see it yet, I want you to know that they do see you. Okay? The reason why they're coming on this reading is because they're seeing you out and about, or they're seeing you somewhere. They're actually, I'm not saying that they're spying on you, okay? I'm not saying that because it's not really coming out like they're spying on you, but it's more of they're seeing you. They're seeing you somewhere. They're seeing you on social media, or they're seeing you, they're watching and they're seeing you, but it's not like they're spying on you or purposely, stalking you or anything like that. No, but it's more of like they see you. You're in this person's, what's the word? In their sights. You're going somewhere, you're out and about somewhere where this person can see you. And they still have not done the work. Like they still haven't done the interior work that they need to do in order to self-evaluate, to even get to the point to where they can even realize that the way that they're functioning in the world is actually dysfunctional. I hope I'm making sense. I hope I'm explaining this, but um, yeah, this person is dysfunctional. And what I find to be really sad about this is that it doesn't really appear to be like this person means to be this way. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think the devil hasn't came out not once. I don't see the yeah. I don't see anything that indicates that this person, other than their attitude about everything being about themselves, right? I'm not seeing that this person deliberately has sinister intentions to be this way towards you, right? No, but it's just really sad that this is how they are. The thing is that we can't save everybody. You know, I think as an Aries, we genuinely want to give out this energy of goodwill to people, and we just really want to help raise people's vibration. Like we just genuinely go out into the world and just really want to make people happy and see people happy. We want to go back to those. I I think we all do this. Like we want to go back to those days. Like remember the black and white movies that we used to see, and they people would be celebrating Christmas, and everybody would be so happy and so nice to each other and holding each other's doors for each other and being polite to each other. Remember those black and white movies back in the day, like the Shirley Temple movies, and normally people in the movies were like really nice to each other and genuinely cared about each other. I think as an Aries, we genuinely see the world like that, like where we want the world to have that kind of vibe. Does that make sense? And I think this is why when somebody catches our attention and we want to like help that person, we go out of our way quite a bit. Even when that person is hurting us, we like go out of our way to help them even more, or we at least try to help them, right? This person was supposed to make a serious decision. They were supposed to, their life path was supposed to go in a different direction. And they're not on their path. They're not serving their higher purpose. And it's really sad. Um, you know, you were kind to this person. Yeah, you don't see it. They see you, but you don't see them. Maybe like inside yourself, like you're picking up, like, oh, this person's energy is around me. You might be picking up on this person, like you'll be out and about, and all of a sudden you'll just think about them, like out of the blue. It's because they see you, but you don't see them. Hmm, that's interesting. Okay, this is why this person's coming out in your reading. So yeah, it's when you're well, you know what? It could be like when you're around a church, or the two of you are still in the same circle. Like maybe y'all have shared friends, or y'all are in the same community. Maybe for one of you, you work in the same location with this person, or this person could be like a neighbor. Maybe y'all live close to each other or something. But this person definitely is seeing you. They're around you. But there's no fixing this person. This person will have to fix themselves. They will have to get to that point where they're going to have to accept a lot of things about their life and how they believe the world works, cuz when they if they ever get there, like if they ever did this, they would have to admit that the world that they've been living in is not the actual world. That's a lot to swallow. Okay? What I'm trying to say is that if you see this person again, which you could because they're around you, every time this person sees you, you're actually causing this person some kind of mental conflict within themselves. There's like a war going on between it. Well, it's coming out like their actions and their mind. There's a war going on. So their actions is like protecting themselves, guarding themselves, being cautious, not trusting anybody, and it's causing this mental conflict, more likely because this person has feelings for you and they just don't understand it. Is that correct, spirit? Because that's what it looks like to me. Yes, that's what it is. That's the key. So this person has feelings for you. I know they hurt you, but they do have feelings for you. And every time they see you, there's like this conflict, war, they feel like they've gone through war, you know, like the aftermath of a war inside of themselves, That's what it feels like for them. I think this person is going to stay confused, Aries, for a long time. What has happened here wasn't supposed to happen. That's what I see. I don't think this is what's supposed to happen. The way that things turned out between you and this person wasn't supposed to be this way. And the thing is it's sad, but you really can't do anything about this. You can only accept it and move on, you know. So I think, you were supposed to be in this person's life. In a parallel world, you would have been. Okay, I'm going to say that. I think in a parallel world, you would have been in this person's life. In a parallel world, I think the two of you would have ended up getting married. But in this world, it's as of right now, okay, because everybody's energy changes. Nobody stays the same forever, right? But as of right now, it's just not going to happen between you and this person, okay? Because they would have so much work to do. I'm seeing a Scorpio, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Taurus. Okay, maybe a Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be any of those signs, guys. Let's see. Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Sagittarius. All right. Anyways, that person could have any of these signs in their zodiac, or you could. But it's just a really sad situation. They don't even know what they lost, and that's what's. I mean, they feel it though, and you know what I'm seeing in the cards. I'm gonna tell you, they could feel it. There's a conflict there. They actually can feel that something was lost. Like they feel it. They feel the tension between their actions and their mental. Like that's how it's coming out. But it's emotional too. But there's a conflict there, and I mean, they could feel it, but they just don't understand it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. There's a huge imbalance there. Yeah. Aries, this is your reading. This person is watching you. They're seeing you. They see you out and about. You are definitely going somewhere where this person is seeing you, and that's why they're coming into this reading. I didn't see any like intent, like they want to do something to you or anything like that. As a matter of fact, I didn't even see there that they were like spying on you or, or stalking you or anything like that. It was just more of out and about, and they keep seeing you. So you don't see them, which is funny because that's what I saw. Like you don't see them at all, but they are seeing you left and right. So it's like every time they turn around, they're seeing you, and every time they see you, it causes that energy of them feeling like they need to protect themselves, and then there's that conflict going on. So it's like it's a cycle that keeps going around in that person's head. It's it's something. I don't know the words for it, but it is something. It's sad. Anyways, Aries, thank you for being here. Catch me in the next one, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I do feel like you had love for this person, and what should have been didn't happen. What should have and could have been didn't happen. But who knows? The future, who knows? People's energy changes, people grow, people, maybe them seeing you constantly is forcing them to start, what I'm saying? It might be something that's going to end up sparking them to start looking inside themselves. It looks like, oh, that's another thing. I don't know if I said it, but you definitely triggered this person. Maybe you said certain kind of things to this person that triggered them and made them want to push you away. Something like that. Maybe you mentioned something like, maybe you mentioned something to them like, why does your family treat you this way, or something like that, right? Like maybe you brought up something that was triggering to them. Eventually, I want you to know, eventually they will wake up. It's not today, it's not right now, but eventually, because the more they're seeing you, they're going to remember the things that you said. That's the one thing that people don't realize, that even when you're physically away from the other person, the way that a person made you feel, the things that that person said, um, it stays with you. You know what I mean? It stays with you for like forever. And so the things that you said to this person, the way you made this person feel, is something that this person's never gonna forget. So eventually they're gonna get to a point in their life where they're gonna have to evaluate what you said. Right now it looks like they're just not ready to do that. They're just not mentally or physically, well, not really physically, but mentally or emotionally ready to ask themselves the hard questions like, why is my family like that? Why was I raised this way? Why do I have this? You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna have to start asking themselves the hard questions. And that's gonna be a hard thing to go through. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of this. Catch me in the next one. Hope you got something out of this. But yeah, look around you. I don't see this person as wanting to harm you or anything, so don't worry about that. But I don't know why this is coming out in your reading. I don't know why Spirit wants you to know this, but apparently there's a reason. I can't see it. So catch me in the next one, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all take care. Bye bye.